We're really pushing this, and we really thank all our subscribers, our followers on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Sports256. You are the real MVP. Yet again, today we have a lot in our store. We have the UPL, we have the Uganda Cranes preparation. So we want to thank you, the ones who are really tuning in and really giving us the audience. With me here, I have my host, Hudson Mugweri, who will say hello to you before we move on.
Hello, viewers. Most welcome to Hot Tech once again. Of course, our focus is mainly on the international football and a bit of club football over the weekend, what happened in the Uganda Premier League, and also in foreign, let me say, the European leagues. So, the rugby as well. So, we shall talk more. We shall engage with you guys. We shall talk more. And I'm happy that you're on, you're watching us, and you're enjoying the show.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's start with the game in Chende. That was S Villa against Vipers. Vipers really edging S Villa 2-1. Goals from Yunus Sentamo, Torat, and Hakim Chiwanuka opening the score for SC Villa. What do you make of this game? This was a game that was under the stewardship of Ayala Luinda and Holmes, the assistant coach, in the absence of Kovazovic. We'll talk about his suspension after. But this is this is a very important game for Vipers. You know, they really they've been struggling. They've been struggling with the results, but picking up their second win. This is remarkable. Would we say that Vipers is now on track, with the exception of the boardroom politics?
For Vipers, the players did one thing. They kept quiet, let the coaches have their battles. For us, let's play football. And of course, they played an interesting game. Though I would say the equalizer of Vipers came from a mistake from the SC Villa defender, who somehow messed up, and the opponent won the ball, passed it to Yunus Sentamo, and we saw the equalizer. That's the blunder they made. But Villa played it. Actually, it was an interesting game. It was an interesting game generally. The fans were happy to see the kind of football displayed, and of course, in that game, that's when people were saying that Alan Okelo is fully back. His form is back, and this kind of football is played from the days of KCCA. They're now seeing it right now at Vipers because he's comfortable with the ball now. He's passing the ball. He has good movements, and of course, seeing Yunus Sentamo score his first Uganda Premier League goal of the season is a plus as well to people who know who Yunus Sentamo is and the kind of football he plays. So seeing him score that goal, his first goal of the Premier League, is also interesting. And then we got to know that, you know what, I think Vipers is good to have a local-based coach than having a foreign coach, because the local-based coach knows what the club needs, and they deliver very fast. We saw Ayala doing something like as in his first time coaching the team, a big game, and you got the results. So it says a lot. It says a lot with the local coaches, because they know they're going to deliver and they'll give you the results you need. So it was a plus for the local-based coaches, and as well for Vipers getting a crucial win, which was actually important for them, because if they had lost that game or if they had gotten a draw in that game, people would start doubting their capability of winning a championship this season. But with that game, they're like, if they're still on the track, they can easily win games and they can win a championship this season. So that win says a lot. Though for Villa, of course, they lost the Mulebiekwaso's first loss of the season, second loss of the season, after Mbale losing to Heroes. An interesting game. And of course, we expected either them to get a draw or lose the game. And at the end of the day, they lost the game, but it was an interesting game. I know there will be some improvements in the defense for SC Villa after that blunder they made when Vipers scored their first goal. That's an equalizer. But we saw a lot of good football, attacks coming in, Vipers keeper making some crucial saves. So generally, Villa isn't bad. It's on the right track. Though they lost their crucial players. I'm talking about Samakula. I'm talking about Gavin Chizito. But you can see that, you know what? Yeah, you can see that we've lost players, but still we're on track. We are good, we are delivering, and we can do something better this season. So Villa played a good game, and we expect more from them. That's what I would say.
Absolutely. Yeah. Speaking on the, there was who were really out on the bench. That was Linda, Ayala, and Monza. You make a very interesting point that Vipers is best suited for local coaches. Why so? Because the board cannot really, I mean, the upstairs, people upstairs cannot really let go of their hands off the team formation, sorry, off the team setup. And I mean, there are so much involved. And if they really want to be involved with the team, they would really go for a local coach because a foreign coach will not go for that. Kovacevic came out clearly saying that his statement. I remember last time you were here and you say that that statement there will bring him problems. I remember very before even the suspension. Yeah, you mentioned that maybe he does not really know the Malinga he's talking about. Yeah, it's all about result and winning and winning the trophy. But he said something interesting on his Twitter handle. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, for him, he said that his top three comment was just mind games, just playing mind games with the league and all that. Do you really believe that? That was what the coach said that they took
I
it.
would say it would yeah, I would say it was mind games, but the mind games hit him. The mind games that were hitting him hard because they said Vipers got win the championship this season, they're not after the trophy. At the end of the day, they are drawing with teams like Lugazi, you know.
Losing to
Hmm?
Neck, but then you could take the loss to
On
Neck
top
as
of yeah, of course they lost to Neck, yes.
a good team.
Uh it says a lot. It says a lot. You don't want that's comments you make, and at the end of the day, they're hitting you so hard. Like how we saw when Coach Mugweri said Gitara is a small club, and the fans were busy ranting, making noise. At the end of the day, they show them that indeed it's a small club.
Wow, speaking of words,
So, so I would say, the words you speak, eh, which at the end of the day, that like you're saying the fact,
yeah,
like how the coach said it, and the results he was getting in those games, the 3 games, wasn't getting positive results, was just getting negative results. And the fans were like, is this coach really worthy being a coach of Vipers? Yeah. Actually, the only foreign best coach who has been at Vipers, I'm sure, I think was the first foreign best coach.
The Costa
I'm
was already
forgetting his name.
successful.
It
The
was,
Costa
yeah.
is one of
Because everyone says that guy would handle from the board, from the top management to the lower players, the way he would handle them. The play, I was listening to Sex Sambo one time in an interview on that channel of I think Uganda Fan TV, something like that kind. The way he talked about the Costa
the
is like,
Costa.
guess what? We played first half,
They,
and I think
they were playing
it was
Platinum. It was
0-0.
CAF Champions League
If
Platinum of Zimbabwe. Yeah.
yeah, it was yes. He first moved out. The guy first smoked. He came back. The way he punched the ball, the way he shouted, even the big man himself, big man had to cool down, watch him talk. He had to cool down, watch him talk. The guy finished, he went back, and he was busy abusing them non-stop. He went back. Is the guys can do this thing. The Sex Chamber said that guy. I've seen coaches. That's on a coach whereby even on training level, there was no foul. There was no foul on training level. It's like, let's play football. You're going harder. And guess what? They got results from him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would say he was the most successful foreign coach they got as Vipers, and he would work for them so well. Though other clubs took him because of the good money, but he was a good coach. He knew what we call what was result oriented, and he was a hardworking guy. And he had the thing of like, let's work as a team. I start with the players, management. I have to assure my management is like, I'm not running the team, yeah, and I'll give you the results you need. And results were there. Yeah, because he didn't leave because he was fired. No, he left because other clubs wanted him, and he had to go to other clubs. Yes.
Absolutely. Anyway, let's move on now. These are some of the results on match day 4. Bright Stars against KCCA. KCCA aging. I want to talk about KCCA. KCCA has been on an upward kind of trajectory. You're really big fan of Abdallah Movidu. Uh, Bright Stars has always given KCCA a very hard time in Kavumba. Derek Nsimavi's goal. This is a really fought away kind of results for a champion. If you want to really be a champion, this is the kind of games that you have to pick points away. Remember, even the points they picked at Bull. I mean, I'm so impressed with KCCA's performance away. Not at home. At home, they can play that expansive kind of football, but away, this is remarkable from the KCA kind of KCA football.
First and foremost, Abdallah Mobedu installed something. He had to put something into the players. Stop being soft. That's the first thing he did. Stop being soft. Guess what? The kind of football now KCA plays. When you look at Seronjo in that midfield, the hardness he had. When you look at Saidi Mayanja, you look at the strikers also as well. How hard they go. You look at the defenders, how hard they go. People are making noise about Musinguzi. But to me, it's the best central defender for KCA has got now this season. This is delivering. Yeah. He's a no-nonsense man. If the ball has to be the box, I have to take it away. And guess what? He also passes the ball so well. Yeah. And with the addition of Gavin on the right wing, of course, you have Obenchanas there. You have Gavin as there as well. The team is now already balanced, and they're playing good football. Ready to Abdallah, and now they've got an addition of Sadat, who is back into the KCCA team as well, where he started from. It is a good plus for KCCA, because now the Christmas became back, and the results are being seen. Is either he's assisting or he's scoring. Yeah, and we know he's not a selfish player. And we know what he does to the defenders. The pressure he puts on the defenders. At the end of the day, he'll get a goal from there. And of course, we saw what he did against Chitara, how he scored a goal. Then Bright Stars as well, getting a goal. We saw in the first game against URA, how we put the defenders on pressure. And at the end of the day, we saw Saidi Manja scoring a goal. So generally, the team is so good. The team is well, even Bright coming back home, it's a plus as well for KCCA. So generally, Abdamuru made sure that he gets the experienced players, mixing the young lads, and guess what? We are seeing results from Abdamovidu. Yeah. And for me, he's so confident. He's like, you know what? Yeah. If I'm playing Vipers, I will not sleep. If I'm playing Express, I won't sleep. If I'm playing SC Vida, I'll be under pressure. You know, but there are teams that can be under pressure. I'll just tell the players, please go deliver. And this is the formation you're playing. And then at the end of the day, I'm getting the results I need as a coach. And that's what he's doing. The 4 games he has played, no loss, 3 wins, 1 draw. It says a lot. 10 points clear. 10 points clean, good 10 points.
Yeah.
And I think he has considered, I think, goal or 2 goals this season. I think 1 or 2 goals. The ball game, yes, the ball game. That's when he considered that goal, that draw. Yeah.
Remarkable, quite remarkable. Let's move on. Let's talk about Bull losing to Mara at home. I mean, did you see this coming? You know, Bull has told you that Bull should really be sent into panic right now because
it was
former Super 8 champions. Remember what the kind of game Abek Skomeko was talking about, the title, and they're really struggling.
You know, as a person who needs a championship, you need to start with games as early as possible. And that's what Bull is not doing. Of course, they're throwing away points. They haven't won any game this season. They started with a draw on the Third-Man Police. From there, we saw them drawing with KCCA as well. They've lost to Mbarara City. Mbarara City's first to win in 3 years. Away. Mbarara's away first win in 3 years. So leaving So somehow, somewhere, Livingstone Mbabazi is trying to assemble a team which is getting results. Because even the game against URA, Mbala City was supposed to win that game.
Yeah. URA was so lucky to get a point out of that game. So lucky to get a point out of the game. Mbala City was the better
to get
side.
a point out of it. Yes. So I would say Mbabas is trying to do a good job as a coach, because we know what he can do, and I'm so happy that he expressed himself when he was talking about the depression he's going through, all the problems, why he drinks, why blah 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 blah. He shared his story, and people are like, okay, we understand him, and now he's trying to change to be an informed person, and he's getting results now. You know, so a person like Livingstone Mbabas, I respect him because of what he can do on the pitch, and he's so tactical as well, and he gives the confidence to his players. You know, do your thing, do your thing, deliver, and guess what? They're delivering, they're getting results. Mbala City, we didn't even expect them to beat a team like Bull, but yes, they beat Bull. Everyone was like, what's happening? Uganda Premier League. That's how interesting Uganda Premier League is, and I would say Uganda Premier League this season is so interesting. And getting a champion this season is going to be a third world war.
You believe we shall go up
because
to the
a
last
team
day,
like Mbale Heroes can beat you from anywhere now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's say our second round. Let's say our second round starts.
Yeah, speaking of Mbale Heroes, which I have a big attachment to Mbale Heroes. I was there in Wakisha when they lost to Wakiso Giants. I noted a few things with the club. You know, I have some intel in the club, especially with Coach Malinga. That game, I don't know, because the one that was coming out. Okay, this is the result. Mbale has lost URA 4-0 at home. I think it's the biggest score this season, the biggest loss in the league this season. So the game in Wakiso, you the back four that played Villa in Mbale, there was some changes. I don't know why he went to a back three of Kasozi, Malik Bironse, and that tall lad. Forgetting him. Yeah. So that kind of style really exposed the team, and that's where the goal was scored. In Mbale, however, news started coming out that Coach Malinga had really stepped down. Mbale was comes on his X account and refutes the claims. Then eventually we realized that they wanted to sign Asaf Mwebaze, a coach who the fans really fell out with. And for me, I know Mbale's fans. Once they fall out with coaches, I remember what happened to Sam Simba. Sam Simba and Rwande Kakunguru was riding on a high. They did chase Sam Simba in Mbale, and don't forget, they even asked for the car keys that given him a car. They told him to have It was really a scene in Mbale Stadium, yeah. So those fans are a bit rowdy, really. I know them, and they really get involved. But I'm also so disappointed with the management. You know, what I heard from the circles that this is just unconfirmed, but from what I was hearing is that the board is fighting within themselves with the coach and also with the management that got Marinos from regional, the management of Badru, Chris, and Kemisto Badru. Yeah. So there's inner fighting, and Marinos management has not learned from their past. They always want, they don't, if they appoint a coach, they have to, I don't know why they want to really get involved with team selection. That's not really in your domain, you know. We'll accept that yes, Malinga did not have the CAF A license. His assistant, I think it's Sebagala, had the CAF A license. Usually, what they do in the Premier League, your assistant will put his papers there as a CAF coach, and for you as Malinga, you can come in as an assistant with your qualification, whether CAF C or whether CAF B, you get. But you will still coach. But I noticed something so strange in Wakiso. You know, Coach Malinga was not on the bench. Actually, the refs chased him from the bench because of licensing. Yeah. Usually you pay 400,000 for a bench permit, but the club, I don't know whether they agreed that the club should pay the bench permit for Malinga, but Malinga was not on the bench, and I think that was the last time he was on the bench. He was not on the. That's the last time. Actually, the last time he was on the bench officially. I think was the game against SC Villa. Because in Wakiso he wasn't on the bench, and URA were really large and they already stepped down. So Mbale is in a spiral spin, and if they don't really be careful and put their house in order, they will be relegated. You know, the UPL does not wait for you. Games come in thick and fast.
Who was on the bench in Ibala against URA?
It was the goal. He came in as a goalkeeping coach. I think it's called Sevagala. Yeah, but for him, he has the qualification of CAF A. So we don't know whether he was there on the capacity of interim or in the absence of Coach Malinga. I mean, you can see how these clubs really. Sometimes you say that these teams that come in the league, Baba Kwe, Yumba, but you look at how they are disorganized, really. You know, this is just the third game, fourth game, but you're having these issues already. You don't have it.
So it happened.
Confirmed coach.
So it happens that I listened to Malinga's conversation on one of the audios, which was going viral on TikTok. He clearly said the CEO is fighting him as a coach. The CEO wants to use some players signed as in Malinga didn't sign these players because he didn't sign these players. The CEO added in some players. Malinga didn't want to be added in the team. On top of that, these players, of course, as a coach, I have my 11. I'm like, guys, train from here, do this and this and this and this. The CEO tells them, even if you don't train, you're going to play. Yeah, that's the CEO. That's Malinga saying it. It's like the CEO is trying to do my job as a coach. He doesn't even be at the stadium when these guys are coaching. Doesn't know the strength of these players, but he's really telling these players, either from Maroons or some clubs, from different clubs, please, you're going to play. Me as Malinga as a coach, I didn't even sign these players. They were signed by the board, by the management. I didn't want these players in the first place because I had the players I'd selected to be signed. Yeah. And then the issue of Asaf Mwebaze. The fans don't like him, yes. But before he left Mbale, he was demanding some money, if I recall so well. He was saying, I demand the team money. Yeah. But he was doing a good job. Because you would see, I would say it's that who brought Mbale Heroes back to the top flight. Because he didn't leave them in a bad state. He left them in a good state. Coach is a good coach because we saw him at Bright Stars.
Maroons.
Yeah. We now saw him at Mbale in the Maroons also. We now saw him at Mbale Heroes. Yeah, he's a good coach, but the fans don't like him. Yes, yeah, but the fans don't. But if the fans don't like you, but when you go back and you deliver, what are these? The fans are going to like you. I'll give an example. If Eric Ten Hag starts getting results, the fans will say, let's leave him. He's playing good football. But if the fans don't like you and you lose games, that is so bad for you. And right now, the only coach who is there, who is fit to be in Mbale is Asaf Mwebaze. The fans should not forget one thing. Of late, the things of like, and we need this coach whereby the coach is not even on the bench. Like you saw, Malinga has been suffering. He hasn't been on the bench because he doesn't have the credentials of being on the bench. Yeah. Now, how can you start coaching from the stands, making phone calls, coaching from the stands? How can you need to shout at the players? Your presence matters on that line. Shout at the players. The players are like, Coach Wari is saying something. Let me deliver. Let me try to change. But they're like, Coach, today, he's seated dozens. He won't shout at me.
Absolutely.
All that matters a lot. So, Mbale Heroes as a team, they should let the coach do his job. The management shouldn't get involved in team selection because that affects the club so much. It affects the club so much. It's a bad thing in African football. The coach is a coach. Actually, we call them team managers. They're team managers. They know what to do. They run the team so well. That's why of late we have team managers, and of course even these coaches, but we have team managers. They run the team so well. Let the team managers, coaches do their jobs. What next? We shall see results. Yeah, we've seen the ranting of Chitara ranting, but the management doesn't get involved in the team selection. Brian does his selection. He makes his substitutes. He makes his blunders as the coach, whereby a player makes a blunder. This game, next game, is not playing because of that one blunder. He's always twisted the first 11. It is his fault. And he's now blaming the players. We have good players. And I'm now talking about Chitara. We have good players, but the players are not doing a good job. I'm like, Chief, you're now breaking yourself. So at times, even the comments from the coaches do matter a lot. But I would say for Mbale Heroes, they need to sit down, organize their house, and people want to see, these are community clubs, want to see them into the Uganda Premier League, want to see these community clubs in Ugandan football, because we've been missing a lot. Yeah, community clubs bring a lot into Ugandan sport. And we have a lot of talent out there.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels good seeing Odumparaka back into the Uganda Premier League. Mbale Heroes back into the Uganda Premier League. You're seeing Chitara into the Uganda Premier League, you know. So Giants in the Uganda Premier League, because it's also the kind of a community club. You know, we need to see those clubs back into the Uganda Premier League, like doing something in the Uganda Premier League and getting results.
Absolutely. Yeah, just to add on that, also Coach Malinga said that the game against Express, he entered the dressing room and he saw 3 players he had never signed and they had already dressed up in the dressing room. Uganda football. They already had license. Yeah, so absolutely, yeah. So anyway, these are the fixtures that are going to happen on the 16th. This is match day 5. Notably, these are the big fixtures. URA will be playing Bull. I don't know what's the prediction on that. I thought Bull was suspect, but their win against Mbale Heroes has really spurred them really. Then KCCA will play UPDF. That should be lightweight for them. Mbara sit against Chitara. This is a big game for Chitara. Remember, Chitara has not really been picking results. These are one of the teams that we thought would be competing for the trophy. But playing Mbarara City in Mbarara, and you know what happened in Mbarara, even last season. Chitara traveled to Mbarara. It's a goal. Yeah, they could not really get results in Mbarara. So that's a very tricky game. I don't know what you think of that Mbarara City. And Coach Mbabazi at home against Senyondo. I know he's coming full death call on them.
Chitara will win that game.
For real? Okay. I think Mbarara City will edge Chitara. Neck will be playing Maroons. Neck should really win that game. Wakiso Giants against Vipers. Vipers should win that game. That the Wakiso Derby, it has always favored Vipers. Police FC against Express. Police has really been tricky, picking that results in Hoima. So I think Police will edge Express either a draw. Then Mbale Heroes against Lugazi. This is a very tricky game. I see Mbale Heroes is a team I'm really leaning to, but I believe Lugazi will edge Mbale Heroes if they're not really settled and not really organized their house. Lugazi should win this game very well. I don't know what you make of that too.
If Mbale is who is at home?
Lugazi is at home.
Win that game.
I believe so. I believe so too. Yeah, so that was the UPL. We read through the UPL. So we'll talk about the Cranes squad. The Uganda Cranes named an interesting squad. You know, so Tadeo Luanga coming in there. You know, Roger Smarto. I didn't see Roger Smarto in that squad. Let me see if I can pick that slide. Yeah, but Uganda Cranes are started preparing for that double win against South Sudan. South Sudan is a tricky team. I don't know why people. I still believe South Sudan is a tricky team. It's a tricky team, trickier team than even Congo. I don't know what you make of this fixture. Before we run through the players, okay, these are the players that before we run through the pictures. Let me
For
see if I
for
can.
for South
Yeah.
SSD, first of all, they've got the captain is not in the squad. I think 4 to 5 players are not in the squad. Then recently we had information of like players are not being paid for 5 months. They haven't gotten their allowances. SSD for you. Then information comes in. I was on TikTok to get information that, you know what, the local based players, after training, they head back home. They're given little money. Then these other players from Uganda, from Europe, from those other countries, they sleep in hotels. Yeah, the local based players are sleeping at their homes. You know,
Really?
you gotta, football in Africa is so tricky. It is crazy. Yeah. I was watching videos of SSD people making noise. I'm like, okay. Then they were saying, why can't you be like Wow Deng? You know, then everyone is being put in the camp. Even if there are 25 players are being put in the camp, then they start reducing the players up to 12 players. Yeah. You know, but now this issue of like some players are best at home, some players are best in the hotel. Then when match day comes, you put the players in the hotel. What next? They're eating hotel food they're not used to. At the end of the day, they're getting diarrhea, they're getting running stomachs. What next? They're not delivering. And then you start blaming them. So there are complaints, a lot of complaints, by the way, a lot of complaints which are happening. Sometimes has a lot of issues, by the way, as a national team, as a federation. Federation is not doing a good job. It is a good team because they've got experienced players, they've got good players, talent-wise. Because when you look at NEC itself, they've got, I think, over 3-4 players from NEC, you know, who play on the national team of South Sudan. Yeah. So it will be a tricky game, to be a hard game. But for Uganda Cranes, you know what? We know when it comes to number, you know what they mean. And now with the thing of like we're celebrating 100 years as FOFA, I know crazy bonuses will come in as well. Crazy bonuses, not even just bonus, but crazy bonuses. Get those 2 wins, this amount of money you're getting to get because we're celebrating 100 years as FOFA. Also, that also inspires them.
So,
when you see now the speaker visiting the camp, just know man has come through. When you see a big man visiting that camp, just be like, you know what, man has come through. And you know, the players now are passionate. The players are now passionate. Look at a person like Roger Smart or the likes of the likes of Travis Mutyaba. They're like, you know what, we need to deliver. This is where they scout us from. This is where they scout us from. Because the scouts be like, the player who's being benched at the club level is when he plays on national team, is delivering. What does it say?
He's delivering, yeah.
You know, what does it say?
Yeah.
Can we get this young man? He can do results. He can do results for us. So the players, the Uganda players, they play their football. They play their hearts out. Not the thing of like, you know what, I'm representing the country. It's okay. My club, I'm getting my money. They play their hearts out. They're like, you know what, this football is my job, and being on national team is also a big bonus to me as a player. My CV is going to grow every now and then. Because I look at international cups, how many caps you have international ways? They're like, he has over 7 caps. How many goals does he have? He had 3 goals. I'm like, oh, so generally he's a good player. But let's watch the videos. They're watching videos and they're seeing results. They're like, you know what? This player is so good. We can easily keep him around, or we can get him. So credit to Paul Put, the way he assembles the team and the result he's getting, because of course you're topping the group. We're not disappointed with the kind of football the team is playing, because it's now a passing game. You see the movements on the pitch. You see talented players showing up with experience as well.
Screamers,
seeing
goals.
the coordination between the team. A substitute comes in and everyone is like, it's a good substitute. Is no, do you think of like, let's say watch at all you. No, a substitute comes in, everyone is like, oh, they brought in a beast as well.
Yeah.
Because we saw it when South Uganda, when Figi came in, Jude Samugabi. The fans were happy to be like, our local best, our boy has come in. And they scored a good goal. Everyone is like, you know what, we are telling you, this team is so good. So credit to Paul Put. He has done a good job as a coach. Though I don't know what's up with the Uganda Cranes. They're left. I think there's a rule of left backs have to be three left backs in every call up, in every time they call the national team. I think it's a rule. I think it's within the FIFA constitution. When you're calling players, you're supposed to have 3 left backs. Aziz Kayondo, Nicholas Mwere, Ochaya.
And Isaac Mullen, Ochaya, I don't know if you saw it.
It has been the thing.
Let me first read for you the squad.
After Muleme, yes.
This is what
Muleme, yes.
Coach Paul, this is the squad. I picked it from Uganda Cranes Twitter page. They have Ismail Wetanga, Nafian Lyons, Charles Lukwago. Those are the keepers. Then the defenders, we have Gavin Chizito, Kenneth Semakula, Isaac Muleme, Nicholas Mwere, Abdul Aziz Kayondo, Halid Walila, Arnold. Arnold comes in the place of Cappadocia. I don't know why Cappadocia wasn't called, because it's a 21-man squad.
It's there.
Really? But I'm seeing
he's not in.
He is not in this squad.
Was he dropped?
I don't know. This is the 7th October. This was yesterday. These are the players.
I
think these are the players who are in the camp. Yeah. But this is what.
Yeah.
These are the players. Then the midfield, they have Bobo Sibiaruhanga.
The camp.
Yeah. Tadeo Luanga, Ronald Sechiganda, Alan Okello, Travis Mutyaba, Seidi Mayanja. Well deservingly. The forward, they have Dennis Omedi, June Sebugaru. I'm reading this for Hudson because you cannot see the screen, but the viewers for them they see. Shafiq Kwikiriza, Nana, Derek Sibambi, and Stephen Mukwala. Let's speak about 2 players in this squad. Let's start with Sharif Kwikiriza. You saw that game against the game they won against Chitara. You know, this style of play, his ball handling, his ball dribbling, creativity.
There's a statement someone made. I was watching NBA Sport and he made a clear statement. It's like some teams have got crazy PR. One game, the guy has shined and is on the national team.
Honestly, even Derek Sibabi, amongst all the strikers we have, you know, there's some.
Gavin. What shocked me is Gavin. And Kwikiriza and Gavin shocked me so much. For Derek Sibabi, I know Shaban is injured and you don't have Fahad Bayo. So the only option you have right now is Sibabi being up front. Yeah. But what shocked me is Gavin and Kwikiriza. I'm like, really? I'm a KCCA fan, a big fan of KCCA, but that was. I'm like, yeah, Gavin played one game. And he's on national team. Then Kwikiriza, of course, he shined in one game, like re-shining in the real game of Chitara. He's not on national team. So Ian Mutenda was right to say some teams have serious PR. If you're a Vida player, a KCCA player, vice pass player, being on national team won't be hard for you.
True.
And, we saw it. But for Cappadocia and Davis Mugabe, they're not yet in the camp, but they'll be in the camp. Because yesterday I was talking to one of the guys who was at Nambole. I said they're going to reach, I think, tomorrow or today, but they'll be around. It's not that they're going to be around, but they'll be around because there's someone on the team and they will play. Yeah.
Absolutely. So your prediction? Wait, the game is on the 6th. The game is on the 6th, on the 11th. 11th. That is next week. Yeah, I think we'll.
Yeah, no, this Friday. This Friday.
Is this Friday?
Boss, this Friday.
Oh,
Yes, this Friday. At
yeah.
Dambole.
Then I think we should name our starting 11. Our predicted starting 11. I think let's.
So I'm looking at our starting 11. Of course, I look at Ismail Watenga, Kenneth Semakula as a number 2, Aziz Kayonda as a number 3, Bevis Mugabe and Kapodosi in central defense, Kaida Ucho, Sechiganda and Travis Mutyaba in that midfield, Derek Swambi, Roger Smarto and Omedi up front.
First repeat it again. Hello, Hudson. I don't know if Hudson is on. Hello? Yeah, Hudson. Sorry.
Pardon?
You had gone. You had
Yes,
broken
hello.
off here. I wanted you to repeat your starting 11 again.
So what Ismail Watenga in goal, Kenneth Semakula, Aziz Kayondo, Bevis Mugabe, Kapodosi in defense, Kaida Ucho, Sechiganda, Travis Mutyaba in the midfield, Derek Swambi, Roger Smarto and Omedi up front.
True. Quite interesting. I'll start with Ismail Watenga, right back, Kenneth Semakula, Brevis Mugabe, and Kapradosi. Then left, I'll maintain Aziz Kayondo. Nothing really change on that. Then the midfield, I would put Bobosi in there. Kalida Wicho and Sechiganda. This game is not really tactical. I would race Sechiganda and start Bobosi in there, and Kalida Wicho and Travis Mutyaba. Uh, Travis Mutyaba. I'm thinking between Travis Mutyaba and Alan Okello, but I think let me go with Alan Okello for this game. So the midfield will have Bobosi, Kalida Ucho, and Alan Okello. In forward, the forward three, Dennis Omedi, Jude Semugabi on the left, and Derek Sivambi. Yeah, Mukwala has played 3 games. His productivity is good. Yeah, you see, makes all the runs, but he's a striker, so his goals are not really coming in. So I'll really start him on the bench on this game. Yeah, for that. So anyway, that is our starting 11. Quite interesting. The prediction and Uganda winning 3-0. South Sudan is really shaky. You know, once your team has these issues of payment, players sleeping, as you mentioned, sleeping in different accommodation, it's hard. This is professional level. Everything has to really be top notch. Once you drop the ball in terms of your preparation, accommodation, how you treat players, and all that, it really affects the team hugely. So anyway, let's. That was local sport. Interesting. Let's talk about the national 7 circuit that was won by Heathens. This was really interesting. Heathens sweeping all the domestic trophies. I mean, if there's a nemesis to the Pirates side, it is Heathens. Heathens is like they act as if they don't want Pirates to shine anywhere. You win the Uganda Cup, you win the league title. That last game of the league title, very cutthroat kind of competition. The last game, you saw that game uh, in Chadondo. Then winning the national 7 title. Of course, Paris won the Rujumba 7, the home turf. They could not really. So it was their first Rujumba 7 since they moved to Kings Park, and the trophy was nice. You saw the Anchor Trophy and all that. It was really nice organization from Kings Park, all the guys right there, you know, Mr. Kenna and his crew, the rugby team. It was really organized very well, and they deserved it. They deserved to win the Rujumba 7. But Heathens is really dominant now in Ugandan rugby in terms of winning trophies. What best way would you think that Paris can really come back next season?
We saw in the finals of the league how the game was officiated, and we saw the Rujumba 7s. They didn't use the local the local reps, the local officials. Did you notice that in the Uganda Sevens?
I saw the some international refs that came in.
Yeah. Which was supposed to happen, in the league as well, in the finals.
Yeah.
You know what happened. You know what happened in. Yeah, you know what happened in Rwanda in the playoffs. In the playoffs, this basketball playoffs, they used international. They didn't use local coaches. They didn't use local reps. They used international reps outside Uganda, outside Rwanda. And guess what? Teams didn't complain. The umpires have done this and this and this. The umpires are so selfish. The umpires are so biased. No. At the end of the day, there was a winner, and people are like, convincingly, the winners won the championship. Now that's what happened at the Uganda Sevens. No one has complained about the officials. I've been seeing posts on X, Twitter, but no complaint about anything. Like the official made a mistake, like how we saw in the finals of the league.
Magomo
Most of
and
the
official,
finals,
that is the
the issue,
Magomo and official.
it has been official. This one.
Oh,
Interesting. Uganda Sevens,
Hudson.
a smooth one. We saw pressure on.
Just go on, yeah. You're back on, yeah. I can get you now.
We saw the pressure from all teams. Even the players on supposed to, who are 15 players were under pressure because the game was so interesting. And of course, at the end of the day, Pirates won, but Heathens were overall because if Heathens in the semifinals and they don't win the third place, Pirates would have won the championship. But Heathens, of course, after winning the semifinals, it was automatic. They are champions of the 7 circuit. Yeah.
Yeah, also
because of the points,
looking at the circuit,
and blah blah blah. So actually, someone said, someone, yeah.
Go on.
So someone said, how many? So someone just how many times did the Heathens miss the finals? How many times did the Heathens win these championships? You know, madam, like rugby for them is where they count their points. It's where they count their points. It's not like it's not like our basketball thing. It's not like our football thing. You know, the counting of points in rugby is so different from football or basketball. Yeah. But Heathens, of course, they are champions. They deserve the championship. They fought so hard this year.
Absolutely.
They have a treble now into their bag. Congratulations to them, and congratulations to Pirates as well. I'm just happy, like every day, the new fans of rugby in the Ugandan fraternity. Actually, the Jumba Sevens, people are saying people came from Kenya, people came from everywhere, just come and watch Jumba Sevens. It says a lot when it comes to rugby in Uganda now. It's so interesting. And the fun in there, because, man, after rugby, what are you doing? People are partying non-stop, people enjoying.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
So anyway,
big ups to KPA for the good work they did. Big up to the rugby union for the good work they did. It has been an interesting 7 circuit, and no one was bored. No one said I was bored in Mbale, I was bored in Ginger. I didn't enjoy Gulu, I didn't enjoy Mbale. People are saying everything has been so interesting, it's been so fun. So, end of the day, we have the winner, Heathens being the winner. Of course, Pirates winning there, Jumba Sevens, it's a big plus to the team. Congratulations to them. And I would say big ups to everyone who was involved into this thing. Now, next is what's next? Is the league on, or something else is coming up? Let's wait what the union is going to tell us. But it was an interesting experience, and no one, yeah. And no one was bored. No one was bored. Chitaka performing, people dancing, people jumping, people inside this commode, people are pushing the pint. So people are enjoying January.
That's the vibe. That's the rugby vibe, and it has not changed. Actually theirs is a benchmark in terms of sportainment, like mixing sports and entertainment. And just other sports looking at basketball, looking at football. They are trying to catch up with that kind of arrangement. Yeah. So I just want to talk about the seventh circuit. Paris dropped the ball, I think, in the Ginger circuit, the Chabazinga sevens, yeah, where they lost in the quarterfinals, and also in Gulu, yeah. That was the dagger. That was the dagger. Yeah, I remember even the circuit in Entebbe, when both Pirates
Mainly the
and
mainly
Heathens
the
we
ginger
lost
one.
them. The ginger one really costed them, yeah. The Chabazinga seven, yeah,
Mainly the ginger one. The
cost the
ginger one,
Pirates.
yeah. Mm.
So yeah, absolutely, yeah. That was local sport. Let's talk about some international sports. Then we really wrap this up. Yeah, the English, of course, the English league has taken a break, but there's some results that happened in England that really caught a lot of people's eye. Uh, Somehow Manchester United picked up a draw, and it turns out like the draw, it's a good result for Ten Hag.
At
He's
Villa
speaking
Park.
a lot about the draw at Villa Park. You know, he's talking about how significant that draw is, and he says, "I continuously speak with the board."
It's a
A
clean
lot of
sheet.
people thought that he wouldn't be
They say
around.
this that's clean sheet this season.
Yeah, he was celebrating a clean sheet than the win.
Eh,
Ten Hag is really
Eric Ten Hag is the best.
Yeah. So anyway, what do you make of Manchester United sluggish start of the season? We are used to this. Yeah, we are used to Manchester United. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that Ten Hag will not be around after the
No, no, no,
international
no,
break.
no.
The
You know
class of
what? You know what?
'94, the Paul Scholes, the Gary Neville's. They're really predicting the coach to be sacked after the international break. But the board, from what I'm hearing, that is in continuous talk with the board. Is this job safe?
You can't say we are used to Manchester getting a draw at Villa Park. Of course, everyone expected Manchester to lose that game with the form, with the way you played against Porto in the Europa League. How you had 2-0 up, then the guys came back, and then Maguire saved Ten Hag's job. That's the first thing. At the Villa Park, we saw every top person in Manchester United was watching that Aston Villa game.
They're all in
And
your
guess
speed.
what? In that game, yes, in that game, 300 million pounds was seated on the bench.
Wow.
Casemiro, the likes of Anthony, you know. You didn't see that?
I didn't see
300 million
that.
pounds was seated on the bench in that game. 300 million pounds.
That was the bench.
300 million pounds seated on the bench. That was the bench.
Wow.
and guess what? The average players, the likes of Evans, delivered, and I would say it was good defense. Onana getting a clean sheet. Now of late, no one even blames Onana. Do you know that?
Wow. But Rwanda has been
No one
good.
blames
The
Onana.
defense, like Tenaga has not really had a constant defense. You're talking of now, what's his name?
Yes.
The defender,
Yeah.
this old defender that played here. So he has been tinkering. You have to see Martinez in there sometimes. You see the lead
Evans,
coming in,
Maguire,
Maguire coming in, Evans, yeah, John Evans.
Martinez in
If
there.
Evans can
You
come
know.
and perform, what does it make of these other players like Martinez? All these are big money players. The lead only in this transfer, he has spent, I think they have spent on him 180 million total from Ajax to Juventus to to Manchester United, and you still find that Ten Hag tinkering, bringing tinkering with John Evans, Sir Alex Ferguson's defender. I mean, the defense is really, really a huge issue in Manchester.
Thank you very much. Now you're saying the truth. The defense is a big issue in Manchester,
It's a
mainly the
huge
sort of
issue.
defenders. Not number 2, number 3, but central defenders.
Central defenders, yeah.
What's happening
The
in central
partnership
defense?
has not really ticked.
Ten Hag doesn't have his two big defenders, because you're using Martinez, you're using Delete, but they're making crazy blunders. When you bring in Maguire, there's something which changes. I made them like, why can't you use Maguire and Evans? But because you have to think of it, because now Maguire is injured, is out. Evans easily gets injured as well. And then the captain. What's wrong with the captain? What's wrong with Bruno Fernandes?
I think he's hating himself. It's like
So
he's playing in Porto. He's playing.
We saw him in the FC Porto.
He doesn't want to stay in Old Trafford. The way he's playing. No leadership.
We saw him doing the FC Porto game. I'm like, Bruno Fernandes. We know he loves ranting, but he gets that red card for what? He just got a red card, which was reversed in Tottenham game. Then you're getting another one in the FC Porto game. Like, what the hell is happening? Why don't you play the football you used to play? Because we all know Bruno Fernandes is actually, when it comes to creating, is next to Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah,
he's a good creator.
Yeah, they compete among each other.
But what is happening this time around? He's struggling a lot. He's struggling a lot. So it says a lot.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, I expect them to twist, to do something. Yeah, to twist and do something and get results. But generally, the Aston Villa game, I saw some kind of football players try to play some. Though Aston Villa disappointed me because I wanted the win from them, and they got a draw at Villa Park. But it was interesting because everyone was like, at least Manchester played good football,
Yeah.
Because at one time you dominated Aston Villa. I'm like, these guys are dominating, dominating, playing some good game. But anyway, that was expected because Eric Ten Hag's job was on the line, and that saved him somehow, somewhere. So we wait to see what happens after the international break, after the international break. We wait to see what happens. But the players have to step up. We need to stop blaming Ten Hag. The players have to step up. I saw Rashford getting funny cards. As if you don't have a strike on the pitch as well, So the players have to step up and play football, because man, we're looking at over 900 million pounds on that pitch, and then like 300 million pounds on the bench. The team is so expensive. Just
And you're not even talking about their wage bill. The wage bill alone is different. It overshadows almost half of the teams in the league.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You step up, I know.
So let's note with La Liga. We had some rumors coming in that that game again, the game over the weekend when Carvajal got injured. I think he cracked his kneecap or something, and I think that is the season-ending kind of injury. So terrible for Carvajal. And immediately after that injury, news started coming that Madrid is looking for a right back. None other than Liverpool's Triple A, Alexander Arnold. What do you make of this rumor, and would it really fit in the Madrid setup? A lot of people say that Alexander Arnold is not really a good defender, but make no mistake, his attacking prowess, the abilities he has on the attack, there's no right back.
Before even they played that, before Madrid played that game, of course, I saw news of PSG needs Mo Salah, and then because Salah's contract is ending this season, Then I saw the rumor of also Trent being wanted by Madrid. I'm like, you know what? This can be possible. Madrid this time around, they're signing players 25 and below. You look at the Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, Valverde, Camavinga, Chichomeni, you know. these are all young lads now. These are all young lads that bring in the team. Yeah. There's something Perez is trying to do as the president of Madrid, is bringing now young lads to rebuild the team again. Is like the likes of Modric are one away. Of course, Toni Kroos left. I can't let even Cavajal is now is 33. You've got Vaquez also is now 33 as well. Of course, I've got mature players, but I need to bring in young players. Alaba is also an old guy as well. So he's trying to now sign young players. That's why I remember the time when wanted Alphonso Davies. Yeah. When Madrid wanted Alphonso Davies as well.
True. I think that was because of the
so they are trying to build a team with young players. But yeah, but Madrid money-wise, we know them. The money, they can come to your club and what next? You just be like, you know what, the player is here. Give me my money, I go. Huh? So Liverpool, when they come with their cash to Liverpool, I might see Liverpool letting go of Trent. Trent, you know what? Go join Jude Bellingham. The good thing, we have English players now in there. Jude Bellingham has done a good job. Go join him, please.
And deliver. The Galacticos.
Yeah. And then guess what? When they come for Trent, the rumor of Haaland, of course, signing gets out of contract, and he put up conditions to Man City, like, you know what? My sign-on fee has to be buy clause is 100 million pounds only. Not even more than that, but 100 million pounds only.
Because
he said 100 million pounds. If I'm signing a new contract with Man City, buy clause is 100 million pounds. Because here's the thing of, like, you know what?
I'll move on.
If Madrid comes with 100, I can go to Madrid as well.
Yeah.
I'll move on. Every player looks at Madrid now. This now the players look at Madrid. Like, you know what? I'm joining Madrid. We saw Kaka from AC Milan to Madrid. Yeah.
Big names.
We saw a bit of Michael Ballack as well. We saw the likes of Owen, the likes of Beckham. We saw the likes of Ronaldo the senior. We saw Ronaldo. We saw the young man. You know, Roberto Carlos a problem. The team is so big.
So big.
The team is just crazy. You know, Gareth Bale, who was a problem, and he's like, the coach don't give him playing time. Let me go and play golf. But anyway, those boys are crazy, man. Those boys they have a crazy man. The guys started playing golf when
the fans tried to riot, chasing, but
you wouldn't mind about you. Is like, I'm getting my Saturday. Let me go play. You want to play? Give me play.
Gareth Bale.
Those boys are crazy.
It was no love lost between him and the Madrid fans. But anyway, thank you so much, Mr. Hudson. This has really been an interesting conversation. This is Hot Tech, and we have really discussed a lot. It's 1 hour, and we want to thank you so much, the people who really watch our show and share it. We do this every Tuesday, and we stream live on Facebook and YouTube concurrently. With me and my host, Hudson Mugweri, we want to say have a lovely week, and cheers. Bye.